to the channel. Now for today's video, as you can see by the thumbnail, we are going to try on our Orca S7 wetsuit. Now I'm going to take you guys step by step how to put this on for someone that's doing it the very first time. So yes, I've hopped onto the internet, I've also done some research, and apparently these few things will help us out a lot. So step number one will be to get your wetsuit inside out. The things you'll need obviously will be your wetsuit. See what will make this a lot easier. Now if you've got this little gloves that you get with your wetsuit when purchasing it, you can use that. Otherwise get yourself a little shopping bag. I'll share the trick regarding this. Apparently this helps a lot as well. Alright, so the wetsuit is upside down. The only part that you don't completely turn upside down, so I forgot to mention this, is the legs part. So you must make sure your legs are still inside like that. And then what you do is, you take your little shopping bag here, and apparently this helps a lot. You put it over one foot, you put it through, and then same with your next foot. So let's try. Alright, so I've got my little plastic bag on there, or your shopping bag. And then you can basically just take it, put it through, and it should slide through quite nice and easily. And then we're going to do it on the other leg as well. Now the most important thing to remember, and almost everyone says this on their videos, try not to put your nails into the material, you will cut it. So that's why you use these gloves, and I will get there just now. Okay, so we start with the leg. We're going to pull it up as much as we can. It might seem that it's going too high, but remember you can always take it down a bit. And like most of these people say, just pick it up as high as, pull it up as high as you can. We can always take it down. So I've done the little plastic trick, it actually works quite nice. Now here's it where you start. If you've got these gloves, use them. Otherwise, if you don't have them, just try not to pull your nails into the material because you will tear them. So like I said, we now need to pull up this as high as possible and as much of this material into your crotch area, because when we're there, we're going to have to pull it over our shoulders. So I'm going to do quickly is step number 3. So it was step number 1. Just get your wetsuit inside out. Step number 2, the plastic bag for both your legs. It works very, very well. And now we're going to get as much of this material as we can into our crotch area. Alright, so I've worked as much as the material as I can up into my upper body. And I've got as much of the material as we can here. Now what we can do is we can do the same trick. You can take this little plastic bag and you can push your arm through as well. So let's see if this actually works. If I show you on the legs, let's have a look. Alright, so we put our little plastic bag, we push it through, one arm at a time. Also, once again, put it up as much as you can. You can always take it down. We need to make sure that we don't have a lot of pressure pulling down on the shoulders. That's what most of these guys say, because it will give you an issue when you swim. And then one thing you guys need to remember as well, when you move on to the arm, whether it's your right arm or your left arm, just remember to take off your watch. It's very important just for putting on the swimsuit. You can always take it on, put it back on just afterwards. Alright, so this is definitely a lot tighter than I thought. Okay, so the main thing and the last move, just remember to get as much of this material as you can over your shoulder. So what we can do is, you can bend your arm, you can get all of the material and pull it up. Make sure you've got a lot of material underneath your arm, because your arms will have to go up. Same on this side, bend the arm, grab all of the material, put it nice over the shoulder. Make sure you release as much of the tension as you can over the shoulders. What you can do, you can also move forward. You'll see some loose material here. Grab that, put it up, and as you stand up, you'll release a lot of the tension on your shoulders. Now, the last tip that you can do, zip up, and then what we make sure of, you'll see there's a little Velcro end on your strap there. Just put it into your Velcro piece there, and then make sure you tighten the neck piece nice and tight. And that's how you do it. Just make sure you don't have all of these roll ups as I do, because obviously you have your tri-shirt on there, also got a t-shirt on beneath this, so it'll also be a bit easier. And number 2, if you don't want to do low heart rate training, put on your wetsuit, because I'm sweating like crazy. It wasn't this easy. So that's a few steps of putting on a wetsuit for beginners. Enjoy.